Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. This is Dominic Cicali, Mafia Roundtable. This edition, I'm going back in time. Everybody wants to know about me, some of my younger days. We'll go back to 1987. 1987 was the year where I transitioned down to Florida. I moved to Pembroke Pines, Florida, with my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time. We got married. And that's another story for another time. Moved down there, was going back and forth to New York, doing robberies, robbing drug dealers, coming back. Finally, I got situated. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stop with the BS. Opened up a window company. And I started doing business with the window company, only to find out maybe about 4 or 5 weeks into it, my partner was robbing me. I'm like, look at this. And he had no clue who I was. With that, I'm still working every day, but now I'm watching the funds with the account, making sure I'm on top of it. I come home one day from work, and my wife says, you have company. I'm like, company? Who's here? And I go into the living room, Matthew Gillick, childhood friend. We grew up together. He used to work with me when Michael Sullivan and I was selling coke in our younger days. And his friend Booby. I'm like, guys, what's going on? Matthew, all the love in the world. We went to kindergarten together. We came up. Matthew was a heavyset kid, loyal though, always loyal. What happened? He said, Dom, we got jammed up in New York. What happened? Well, we robbed somebody for a key of coke. Now they're after us. Okay, where's the coke? Well, the coke and the money is gone. We blew it. So now you come down here? So I'm breaking his balls now. Now you come to me? What happened to Michael? Did you go to Michael? Well, he gave us $5,000 and that was it. And where's that money? Well, we spent it. Okay. I'm got to take the spare bedroom in the house. So they take the spare bedroom. So now, in the interim, I'm like, fuck, guys, we got to do something. All right, you have any scores? So I'm like, you know what? There is a drug dealer. He's in Lighthouse Point, which is maybe about 45 minutes from where I lived in Pembroke Pines. I said, we could take him. All right, here's what you do. Go to the door, ring the bell, I'll drive. You guys go in, please don't make it look like it's me. When you ring the doorbell, he'll probably come to the top window. He had the top condo. Just tell him, say, hey, George, Roger sent me. That's another mutual guy in the group that knows George. So with that, I give Matthew a shotgun, Booby a handgun. At that time, I didn't have a criminal record. And in Florida, you could obtain a handgun, shotgun, any type of weapon with just your driver's license. So my house was loaded down with weapons. So we go. It's dark out. It's nighttime. I'm down the block. I told them, I showed them where I'll be. Circle in, drop them in the apartment complex. They walk in. And it was just a row. It wasn't like an apartment complex where you had 50, 60 condos. There might have been maybe 10 of them, 10 or 12, just in a straight row. And then on the other side, you had the parking and then all hedges, so nobody could see from the street. I drop them off, they go, and I'm waiting down the block. All of a sudden, maybe about 15 minutes goes by, and I'm looking in the mirror, watching my mirrors. I see them both running, they get in the car, I go. Everything all right? Anybody get hurt? Those were my first questions. No, nobody got hurt. Nobody got hurt. We just tied them up and that was it. They might have cracked George because he got slick, but that was it. Get to the house. There's half a key of coke, $20,000 in cash. Right away we divvy it up. The money, they're like, just give us a little bit of the coke, you could keep it. Okay, gave them maybe about an ounce. All right, guys, where you guys want to go? They went to Fort Lauderdale. I think it was around spring. It might have been spring break. I'm not even sure. But they wanted to go to Fort Lauderdale to stay. They go there. So I figured, all right, they should be good for at least a month. And the next day, I get a call from George. Dom, that's fucked up. George, what are you talking about? Now, George didn't even know what I was doing, that I was robbing people. But I guess out of all the friends, I was probably the most shadiest. So that's fucked up. I know you had something to do with it. And of course, I'm denying it. George, I don't know what you're talking about. You're out of your mind. No, that's fucked up. Just tell me who did it. I'll give you $20,000. George, I don't know what you're talking about. I denied it. George, you're out of your fucking mind. I'm going to rob you. You know where I live. I'm going to have something to do with it. Well, I know it had to be you, or you know who did it. I don't know what you're talking about. So with that, Matt and Booby, they get the knock on my door. Here they are again. Guys, what's going on? All right, we're out of money. How the fuck you out of money? It's only about 2 weeks. They blew all the money. I'm like, all right, stay in the spare bedroom. We'll figure something out. But guys, you guys slow down here. Like, stop being, you guys are like two little Indians. Oh, we know. And, you know, my wife at the time, she's just, Dom, well, really? Well, Wendy, what do you want me to do? So they're in the house. One night, I'm going to bed. So they're out in the living room. So, guys, I'm going to sleep. Have a good night. See you in the morning. All of a sudden, I mean, I'm out cold, butt-ass naked in the bed, out cold, and I hear boom, 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 boom on my door. I'm like, what the fuck? Right away, I'm groggy, jumping out of bed, balls swinging. I'm like, fuck. I have a 9mm by the side of the bed. I grab the 9mm. And as I'm hearing boom, 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 just screaming, I jump out and like I hit to the side. I roll low, so I don't know what to expect. And I have the gun out. And I see Matt. He's jumping. And I look. He's shot his foot. I'm like, what happened? Who's here? Like, where are they? I shot myself. What? I shot myself. Get the fuck off my carpet. I tell him. And I bring him. Get over by the kitchen. Get off my carpet. You're bleeding all over my carpet. And blood just squirting out. Right away. Booby, get a belt. Get the belt. Tie the belt tight. Call the ambulance. Call an ambulance. I'm like, what the fuck happened? I said, get rid of all the guns. Put the guns up. They put the guns up. What happened? I'm watching The Godfather. Now, I had a shotgun. It was a riot shotgun. It had a grip on the top. It had double handles, pistol grip handles on it. You crank it. He said, I'm watching The Godfather. No, actually, I'm watching Scarface. I'm watching Scarface, and I have the shotgun laying across my thigh. And as I'm watching it, when he went to shoot, what's his name? I think it was Mel, the cop. When Tony went into the when they tried killing Tony, and he went into the car dealership at night, and he tells Mel, you know, I got two tickets to the resurrection, and he shoots him. But he has the shotgun over there, the Mossberg, and he said, when he shot him, I pulled the trigger and the fucking gun. So you had one in the chamber, you fucking idiot. You blew half his toe, all his toes. I'm like, oh, Matt, are you kidding me? Cops come, ambulance come. Take him away to the hospital. I go visit him in the hospital. They wound up taking Booby because Booby was only 16 or 17. They found some guns in the spare bedrooms. They asked what room they were in. They were in there. I didn't know. They went in and searched because that was their premises. That's the only room they looked in. Took the guns. Actually, George's gun was there too. So I'm sure they recovered. It was registered. George never reported the robbery because obviously it was drugs and money. So with that, I'm like, oh, fuck. Weeks go by, months go by, they're gone. They never came back. And I lost track because I was wild myself. I said, fuck the window business. I got back into going up to New York, coming back. Maybe about 6 months, a year went, not even a year, 6 months, 7 months went by. I'm pretty sure it's still, now it's 1988. We leave the house. We're moving out. So lo and behold, I'm with Wendy. Just made another big score. New York, come back. Let's get a place. And I'm looking around. I said, all right, let me try Pompano. I'm looking. I'm like, wow, this is a really nice complex. What about here? Price was right. Duplex. Really nice fireplace. Everything. I'm like, yeah, Wendy, let's get this. We get it. Rental. I'm there. I'm like, wow, I really like this place. Backyard's nice. Pool. All the levels. As I'm in bed one night, all of a sudden my doorbell rings. Might be about 10:30 at night. Go downstairs. I have my shorts on, no shirt. And right away I'm like, who the fuck could this be? Nobody knows I live here. And I look out. I'm like, I gotta be the biggest jerk off in the world. It just dawned on me, and I knew things looked familiar. I'm like, it must be deja vu. It's George KEHOE, the guy who we robbed. And he's standing there, and I'm looking at him. He's swaying back and forth. He has a buttoned-up shirt, but it's open. Standing there. Right away, I said, I'll be right there. I bolted upstairs, grabbed my 380, go to the other spot, get the silencer. I screw it on, and I'm running downstairs. Stay tuned. More to come. Part 2, Mafia Roundtable. Hit that subscribe button. Please join Mafia Roundtable's family. And we continue growing. Love the support. Stay tuned for Part 2. It only gets better. Peace out. Love everybody. Have a good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Until then.